Hello everyone, my name is Andrea,
And I'm Laura.
and today we're going to show you Puerto Penasco or Rocky Point.
Yes, we're here in this video footage here with our friends and our children and their kids. So we're in town right now.
Now, just to make sure that you are aware, Puerto Penasco is in Mexico. And this is a 4-hour drive that we took from Phoenix to this location.
Yes, it is also nicknamed Arizona's Beach because this is the closest beach to Phoenix. So most of the tourists here are from Arizona.
That being said, the location, it is spectacular, and I've been to several places all over the world, and I have to say that the transparency, the cleanness of the water is excellent in this location.
It is.
And you can find big shell,
Large seashells.
you can find large seashells
Yes.
all over,
And sand dollars. We're in that is the Sea of Cortez you're looking at there. So it's the Gulf of California. It is.
So across from us, straight across the ocean, there is California,
Baja
Bay,
California.
Baja California.
Yes.
Yes.
So we're in the Sonoran Desert. So it's the Altar Desert, one of the driest and hottest areas of the Sonoran Desert.
And Puerto Peñasco was actually founded in 1928. Do you know why the name was given of Rocky Point and who gave it to him?
Well,
to
I
the city?
actually have Robert William Hale Hardy of the British Royal Navy. He was sailing, I have a date of 1826, searching for pearls and precious metals. So he came across this area and called it Rocky Point. So it remained on the map as Rocky Point until the president, Lazaro Cardenas, changed it to Puerto Penasco. So
That was 1930. We have the same
that maybe
date.
that's the 1928. That might have been when they changed the name.
Well, no, I have it 1930. They changed
Okay.
it, but anyway.
So this is the town here. It's got a big bar scene, so there's a lot of bars here if you're interested in that. It's also known for their shrimp. So if you want some good shrimp, Rocky Point has them for you.
So when I discovered Rocky Point the first time, I was expecting a big tourist destination where, all types of fast food restaurants that we find in the US, the typical one, McDonald's and all the rest. But I was extremely surprised by walking in town. You only find actually small typical restaurants that sell mostly fish, and the food is good. But the best thing of all is that, like Laura mentioned, you can actually go to the market and buy shrimp for like $2, $3 a pound, which is nothing, and they're fresh, and calamari and other type of seafood. And it's I think it's something unique for being considering that you're only 4 hours from Phoenix, the middle of the desert, to find this location.
Oh yeah, it's great. And we don't normally eat in town, but we definitely always come every trip and get shrimp and grill that up for dinner.
Oh yeah, overlooking the ocean in the evening, we sit outside
beautiful.
and grill this calamari, and life as it should be, I think.
Yes. So the town actually has about 62,000 people in it. So it's a decent size. It's not too small. Most of their money comes from tourists, I'm sure.
There is not much. It's a very poor city. When you
Yes.
drive around, it's you see how much poverty there is in the actual town, and there is nothing to really do in town besides
Except
the little
drink.
market and drinking. Well, right.
Drink and buy souvenirs.
And buy souvenirs. There is not much. But did you know that electricity was not there until 2000?
Wow, I did not know that. That's
No
pretty
electricity
recent.
in the Choya Bay, they say,
Wow.
until 2000. So that's now another unique fact is that Al Capone actually was hanging in this part of the world during Prohibition.
I did
you
not know that.
Yeah,
That's
I
pretty
found
funny.
that. That's he got there
knew?
too. Interesting. And what else? What other facts did you find about this nice little town?
Well, it's definitely a desert climate. They only average about 10 days of rain a year, so that's even less than Phoenix. The average temperature is normally about 84, so it's a little more humid than we are, but most places are. But it does cool off at night nicely, so it's very comfortable.
What
And
about the tide? Do you know? Were you able to find anything about the tide? I mean, the ocean the water goes back. How far would you say? That was like,
the tide change between high and low is very large. I didn't get details on that, but you'll see if you watch my class. I got caught in the tide. It came up much quicker than we expected, so I ended up moving twice. So, I mean, if you're taking the class, you probably won't notice because I did it during one of the couple of the poses. But it does come up very quickly, and there's a few hundred feet at least between the high and high and low.
yeah.
And Andrea kind of played a trick on me during my shavasana. I asked if it was okay because I kind of felt a little moisture. He said, "Oh, no, you're fine." And then the next wave just washed up over me.
Huh.
So if you watch that, you'll get to see
I
me.
don't recall that. Are
Oh,
you sure?
right.
No, but it's really fascinating how in the evening, like starting in the afternoon, the waters goes back. And by the evening, as Laura mentioned, it's out there like a few hundred feet.
Yeah, you
So
can walk way out.
you really walk out there where the ocean usually is really high, and it's incredible. In the morning, it start heading back, and I think somebody mentioned that it was the second biggest
Yes,
tide
yeah.
in the
But
world,
the tide change,
which
yeah.
is great. It's
Yeah, I think that helps us find all those wonderful, huge shells and sand dollars. We found some bones of animals. Actually, one of the homes on the beach has almost a full skeletal column of a whale.
Yeah.
So it's just amazing what you can find on this
Yeah,
beach.
and actually, in several occasions, I was able to see dolphins passing
Yes,
by.
that
If you
was
see there
beautiful.
in the morning, you will see dolphins just in groups of dolphins just coming out of the water, in and out.
Yep, and we saw some
And
stingrays.
Stingrays, and yeah, so
And we see crabs all the time. The kids find a beautiful shell, and half the time there's something still living in it, so we have to put it back. We don't want to disturb the wildlife if we can help it.
And I have to say that the cost of of vacationing there or taking a weekend trip is not that bad at all.
No,
You know,
it's
you
wonderful.
can find very accommodating. I mean, we got a home right on the beach, and you have to know that the beach is almost deserted. It's almost like having
The
a
beach
private
that we go
beach.
to there's hardly anybody there.
Right, true. If you go to the other part, the
yeah.
other side, there are more
Playa and
people.
Canto is where we like to go because it's very solitude. Some people like more of a party beach with a lot of people. We don't.
But the home that we had, I mean, you step out of the front yard, the backyard, and you're basically on the beach, right 100 feet from the ocean. So it's like having a private beach.
It's beautiful.
It is spectacular. And
And we
again,
like to
it
go with
wasn't-
these friends of ours because we tend to rent the same house whenever we go because we like it and it's got plenty
And
of
we
room for
share it,
everybody and we
yeah.
share. And there's the kids. It's a little bit of a windy day here.
Here we are in downtown, right?
Yes, yeah. We've
And-
been looking around downtown.
Again, there is not that much. There is a couple of sculptures, and we got gelato, which wasn't too great. Especially,
Definitely doesn't compare to
especially
Italy.
it doesn't match the Italian gelato, that's for sure.
No.
And
There, I think you're getting a mango.
I got a mango, and yeah, you're gonna find a lot of locals selling pretty much anything from fruits to massages to souvenirs and tattoos,
Yeah, a little bit
temporary
of
tattoos, anything.
A lot of people go
goes.
to Mexico to get prescriptions
Yeah,
because it's cheaper if you don't have insurance. So that's a big business as well.
yeah. I hear that they also go there for dentistry and all
Yes,
sorts
a
of
lot
things.
of people do go for dentistry. So I guess they must have pretty good dentists there because I do know several people who've had work done there.
Yeah, what I heard is that there are actually doctors, dentists that
Yeah.
trained in the U.S. They got their education in the U.S. and trained in the U.S., but then moved back there.
Right,
so,
and then they get. I mean, it's definitely cheaper than here, but you pay cash, so they must make pretty good
yeah,
money.
I mean,
with
for the
cash.
cost of living there, you can probably live okay with what they
Mm-hmm.
make. So, Yeah, that mango was really good actually. They put some lemons or something else on top of it and make it was quite delicious. And
Let's see. I only have one other thing that tropical storms and hurricanes are very rare in this area. They had one in 1997, and then before that, not since 1976.
So a
it's
safe
a pretty safe
location
place
as
to
well.
stay.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. And here's the beach. This is behind the house. So this is a low tide. Actually, it's not as low as it gets. So the water actually comes up. You can see on the right there. It comes up like within 30 feet of the house, and then at low tide, it goes way out there.
Yeah,
so
right now it's low tide, so
Yeah.
I can, I'm walking where usually there
There's
is,
a lot of water.
several feet.
And there's Nisha.
And that's Nisha running. And so that's literally how populated the beach is. This was like in the morning around, I would say
It's
9
wonderful.
a.m. or so. So as you can tell, it's a private beach. It's
There's
really
me.
awesome. It's really awesome.
Yeah, so we just love walking on the beach. We usually go for a morning and an afternoon walk, and we both did a video on the beach. So you can check out mine's already posted. So Andrea's going to work on his, and he'll have his posted shortly.
Absolutely. And just one last piece of information for going through the border. I was expecting to find a long line. It can happen sometimes, but overall, I have been going there
It's not
for
bad.
now several times, and I think only once I got stuck it was about 1 hour. But otherwise, all the other times it was between
Yeah, it's not like Tijuana.
10 minutes and
that's a mess. But this, the Arizona border
yeah,
isn't
10
bad.
and to 20 minutes, we crossed the border, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something else I think that's important to mention.
Yeah.
And so I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions, send us an email. Let us know about this location or any other locations that we have shown so far.
Yes, and we appreciate any comments you have, any likes you give us is always appreciated.
Suggestions, recommendations.
of where
We
you'd like
love
us to go would be
we
great.
love doing this. We put our hours on it, and any information that can help us make this more interesting for you, just let us know.
So look for Andrea's new class coming up soon, and you can watch mine that's already posted. Until next time, namaste.